Alright, yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to another For Honor video. Today will be a beginner's guide to the Hitokiri. I've been using this character for a few days now due to the early access, and I felt I should make a little guide going over what I know. I was playing all yesterday, and most Hitokiris I fought were just swinging heavies and unblockables like crazy, so hopefully a lot of you do find this helpful. We're going to get right into this. If you guys can do me a favor and drop a like, it will be greatly appreciated. And if you would like to add anything to this guide, just be sure to comment it down below. Let's get right into this. This character isn't really complex and it's pretty easy to get the hang of. The first thing we're going to go over are the light attacks. The light attacks can start and end chains. You have double light, and the second light has hyper armor but also ends chains. Both lights are the same speed and do 18 damage. You can also delay the light finisher to make it less predictable, which makes it harder to parry as well. You can also whiff the first light attack if you want to go straight into your hyper armor by holding down when you do the first light and then following through with the light finisher. After a whiff, side light finishers will miss unless your opponent is walking towards you, but top light finishers will most likely track. Light attacks can also chain into heavies, and speaking of heavies, the Hitokiri has an infinite heavy chain, and at any time of the heavy chain you can throw out a light attack finisher that has hyper armor. Alright, so we're going to talk more about Hitokiri's heavy attacks. Like I said earlier, Hitokiri has an infinite heavy chain, and each heavy has hyper armor that applies pretty quickly after you heavy. This is really good for trading hits, and every direction does 30 damage. It's also uninterruptible, so even if it's blocked, you can still continue to swing heavies or do a light attack finisher. You can also do kicks and sweeps from lights and heavies, but we'll talk more about that later on in the video. The heavy can also be charged into an unblockable that does 40 damage, but it'll also end your heavy chains. You also don't have to charge into an unblockable. You can hold the heavy to delay the timing before it goes into the unblockable. This is good for throwing your opponent off, so your heavies come out at different timings, similar to how Centurion is. Keep in mind that you can use this delay at any time during the infinite chain. Feinting Hitokiri's heavies can also be pretty deadly. You can feint the unblockable part of the heavy attack. This forces people to react. You can feint and parry them if they go for the parry, or you can feint guard break if they dodge. Zoning can also be good after the feint. Hitokiri also has a forward dodge heavy that does 30 damage and catches runners. It can be parried easily, so be careful when you're using this. Hitokiri also has a kick and a sweep, which can be done after a light attack, heavy attack, or in the middle of chains by pressing the guard break button after doing either of what I said. You cannot do a kick or a sweep after a light attack finisher. The kick guarantees a 30 damage heavy, and this can be a chain starter. From this, you can do a light attack finisher, go into your infinite heavy chain, or go into another kick or a sweep. The sweep can be done by holding the guard break button after a light attack, heavy attack, or in the middle of chains. The sweep guarantees a light attack, which also can be a chain starter, and from this you can do a light attack finisher, go into your heavy, or continue with the leg and sweep mix up. The kick and the sweep can also be feinted, which is extremely good for making people react. Usually I'll feint and guard break to catch people if they dodge, but if they're not in the range for a guard break, I'll usually feint into a zone attack, which does 20 damage. You can delay the kick pretty hard. You can do it right before the sweep animation, which catches people who dodge it sideways early. Another tip, since the heavies are uninterruptible, even if it's blocked, you can still go into your kick and sweep mix up, which is also pretty good. Next thing we're going to talk about are the max punishes. From a guard break, you simply get a heavy attack that does 30 damage. You can do this in any direction. All the directions do the same damage and are the same speed. From this, you also can go into your chains. You can do your kick, sweep, light finisher, infinite heavy chain, and all that good stuff. From a light attack parry, you do get a heavy, which can also lead into your chains. Now from a heavy attack, you can zone for 20 damage, which is the max damage you can do from a heavy parry, or you can go into a light attack that does 18 damage, but the light attack can go into your chain, so you can continue to mix up after that light attack. Honestly, I'll find both of them to be good, because if you're trying to play it safe, you can go into your zone, or if you're feeling yourself and want to get some mix-ups in, you can go for your light attack and continue the chains with that. From an out of stamina guard break punish, the most damage you're going to get is from a forward throw, then get 2 heavies, which equals 60 damage. Make sure you don't change the direction of your heavies. Keep your guard in the same directions you threw the person in. Keep in mind that after this punish, you can still go into your chains and all that good stuff. Next is the out of stamina parry punish. You also get 2 heavies from this. Just be sure not to change your directions of the heavies. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Hopefully you guys found this guide helpful. If there's anything I missed or something you would like to add to my guide, just be sure to comment it down below. Hitokiri is a pretty simple character. In my opinion, this character shines in 4v4s way more than in 1v1s, but let me know in the comments what you guys think. Anyways, thank you for watching. Be sure to drop a like, subscribe if you're new, and I'm out. Peace.